And while we're on the subject of documentary evidence, at the session that we had on the 26th of May, there was some discussion about what I think Mr Brannan kept referring to as the bit of paper. In his evidence he said, with further investigation by Ms Pacitti and the records team, the paperwork, turned up. I accept that on that occasion, that one bit of paper was not easy to find, but we did find it. Now that we have the bit of paper, that explains that the Minister's accepted that. That is the totality of the exchange. Can I ask Ms Pacitti, what were you asked to look for, and who asked you to look for it?
So I'll take this in stages, if I may. We, in 2019, took a decision to proactively publish information that was relevant to all matters in relation to vessels 801 and 802, both the original procurement of the vessels and then the run-up to nationalisation of the yard. As part of that, I asked my team to undertake searches through our record management system to identify all relevant correspondence, and that was done. We did that in a thorough way. There was due diligence undertaken in that. We had multiple people involved in it. We asked our IT colleagues to support us in that to make sure that we had a comprehensive review. At that point, we did not find the response to the submission dated the 8th of October. Again, when we appeared in advance of the REC committee in 2020, we did a similar exercise. There wasn't so much focus put on the absence of the ministerial response to the submission of the 8th of October at that point. But again, we undertook that same review and it wasn't found. And in advance of discussion with Audit Scotland in the preparation of their most recent report, we did the same exercise. I was not asked or instructed by anyone to continue to look for the document, but accepting the interest that there is in it and understanding our obligations to be as transparent as we can. We did a further search in advance of preparation for this committee, and this time engaging with IT colleagues. There is some new software which allows forensic searches. Now that's not something that's typically done because of the resource intensity of it, and that identified the submission of the 9th of October, which you have.
Okay, and could you tell us when you found that thing that Mr Brannan referred to as the bit of paper?
I can't remember the date, but it was on the morning that it was, on the same day that it was published on the Scottish Government website.
That was the same day, I think, the Conservative Party called a debate on ferries in the Parliament. Is that correct?
Yes.
That's the 11th of May. So you found that document on the morning of the 11th of May?
Yes. And
the Minister was able to waive it in Parliament on the afternoon of the 11th of May? That bit of paper? So
that's... There was nothing choreographed around that, so as soon as we found it, we alerted ministers to it and put it in the public domain at the earliest opportunity.
Okay, I'm sure people will draw their own conclusions from that. Can